welcome back to Hold the Phone YouTube. Here are our best bets for the AFC South. We appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning back in the best sports betting show here on YouTube. Like the video. Subscribe to the page as we appreciate each and every single one of you on the other side of this screen as we have an unbelievable breakdown today of all of our team win totals. A couple futures up in the headlights. A couple future awards.
Cam Ward.
A couple of future awards
Trevor
maybe
Lawrence.
in this division.
Jonathan Taylor.
Maybe a coaching award, a player's award, an over, an under. We have everything in between. We're going to break down brick by brick the Tennessee Titans, the Jacksonville Jags, the Indianapolis Colts. And,
I think
goodness.
I think for first time in a while, this division has a lot of juice.
A lot of juice. And the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Who I don't even want to talk about. And they're probably going to win the division. But probably not.
Dude, Jags last year go 13-4.
Yep.
Liam Cohen, unbelievable coach. They win their last 8 games. Texans 12-5. They win their last 9 games. It's going to be hard to find any division ever where 2 teams have won 8+ games at the end of the year because you're bound to play each other.
Yep.
The Colts, Shane Steichen, he
jumped
had a
off
magic.
a bridge.
What are they, 5-0 to start last year?
8-2.
8-2, we'll call it. And then you got the Titans, Cam Ward. Sexy.
Yeah, I love the Titans a lot.
Yep.
And I can't wait to talk about the Titans. I can't wait to talk about the Jags. I'm excited to kind of give my stance and opinions on the Indianapolis Colts. Again, I don't give a flying fuck about the Texans.
Yep.
If you want to get in bed with their over, fine. You can convince me. If you want to get in bed with their under, that's also fine. You can convince me. After the things that I saw in Foxborough to end the season last year, I don't understand how someone out there could be a believer in the Texans with the offensive side of the ball. But with that being said, you're always in any game in the National Football League if you have that incredible of a defense, especially at home in Houston. It's such a tough place to play, especially with this coaching and this defense. So that just means to me, I don't care. I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, the Texans are one team where
they can fuck off.
You hate them, but you also hate to bet against them.
Correct.
Because especially during the regular season. Like once you get into the playoffs, you need, CJ Stroud prove to you that no matter how good his defense is, he will fuck you out of a playoff game.
And when I'm doing very modest team win totals for futures, it's very rare where I'm checking off a win in Houston.
At Houston is always a loss.
Yeah. And that's as, the Houston Texans as of last year into this year. That wasn't always the case. But, when you got guys like a little Will Anderson Jr. and a couple other cats flying around, it's a scary place
when
to
they're
be.
Humming at full force, it looks like nobody can beat them.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
When they put those red jerseys on, with the metallic helmets.
Yep, and it's Thursday night.
And it's 3rd and 18.
And the over-under's 34.5.
Yeah. All right, well, here, we got the win totals. Jags, a little surprising, only 8.5 after winning 13 games last year. Texans 9.5, Colts 7.5. They think this division's going to be a lot tighter than it was. Titans at 6.5, bringing up the rear.
Which is the beauty and the DNA of the AFC South. Yeah. I feel like this division is at the core a very grit, grind, close, never in, never out of it till the end of the season. Last year was kind of, I feel like an outlier with a Jags team, with a really hot in the beginning of the year Colts team, with a Texans team. Like this was a very solid division last year, and I expect the same thing this year, just a little bit closer.
Yeah, and these teams are just perfect for each other.
Yeah, they are perfect.
All right, let's get into it. We're going to start with the Jags schedule. The Jags go 13-4 last year. I mean, Liam Cohen, they look like he's going to be, if you're a Jags fan,
I'd love it.
Your sights are set high. All right, let's get into the schedule. The Jags.
We love the Jags for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
We still think Trevor Lawrence is beginning to peak.
Mm-hmm.
We're
waiting for his coach.
We're gonna find out right now if they're going over under 8.5 wins. Liam Cohen is a mastermind. Clearly, when he showed up, the tides have now turned in Duval. Just
from the second he got there.
Yeah, when they won that game against the Chiefs on prime time, it felt like that was the beginning of a new chapter.
Yeah.
And that was an unbelievable game.
And the way they play, dude, they're like a fantasy owner's wet dream. They play high-flying offense. They score 40 points every other week last year. And the key to when you're looking at the schedule is, can you find 9 wins? So let's go through and see what we can get.
And you looked at this, let's just say it right before we get into it. You looked at this 8.5 team win total and you said, what am I missing? What am I, that is fucking sketchy.
Yeah, sometimes that scares me.
That is sketchy. The fact that we're looking at a team with as much success and as many wins that they had last year, and now it's 8.5 should be a little alarming. I'm fucking scared.
Yep. All right, let's get into it. Week 1, we start with Cleveland at home.
That's a win.
That's going to be a win. That's going to be a popular Survivor League pick.
Yeah.
Week 1 at home against Cleveland, the Jags.
Shador put that wrist down.
I mean, what a start. What a 1 o'clock NFL Jags Browns.
That is going to be in parlays around this sweet country.
7.5 is the spread in that game.
Nice.
All right, week 2 at Broncos. We give them a loss.
It's a modest loss. You're in Mile High week 2. Could they go in there and get the job done? Yes. I'm not sure the status necessarily of Bo Nix in his current state. If it's not Bo Nix, I'm guessing it would be Bo Nix, but neither here or there.
And we try to do this fairly. Like, obviously maybe you're not going to get every game right, but if we give him a loss that feels a little unfair in one spot, you try to give him a win somewhere else because you're trying to find the number that's going to help you bet the season total.
100%.
All right. So we're 1-1 going into week 3. Then we get New England at home.
This was I think this is a win for the Jags.
Yeah.
The difference between in the NFL being 1-2 or 2-1.
Yeah.
And you're at week 3 at home against the Pats.
Yeah.
And
early must win.
It's an early must win, and you got to think with the Patriots, they're coming off a game versus the Seahawks and then a game at home against the Steelers. Now they have to travel to Jacksonville, and then the following week they're in Buffalo. Really, really, really sketchy first 4 weeks for the New England Patriots now coming off the Super Bowl. I feel like could it be a look-ahead spot or is that a must-win spot then and there? I'm not fucking sure, but either way, feels like a must-win 2-1 Jacksonville Jags week 3.
Yeah, and we did the Patriots schedule, and I do believe we gave the Jags a win there. So we're going to start 2-1.
You love the Jags. You got to stand by this. You got to die on this hill. I mean, that's a fucking home win week 3.
And I think, if we're being fair, we can give them a loss in Cincinnati, and we start 2-2.
Yeah, why did I just waste my breath trying to explain everything? They're going to be 2-2.
Yeah,
because
we're going to give them a split. 4 games are tough.
It's a split.
Broncos, Pats, and Bengals, 3 tough teams. So we're 2-2. Then Philadelphia for the Eagles in London. The Jags home away from home. And I think I forced you to give the Jags a win in this game.
I don't condone it.
Yeah.
But I would like to see if we could get to 9 wins with this being a loss.
Okay, let's do it. All right, give them
because I truly believe that overseas, this is going to be one hell of a party for Philadelphia.
For the education.
Yep.
Let's see if we can do this even with a loss. All right, Houston now.
At home is a win.
Sorry, this game is not at home. They're playing back-to-back games in London. I mean, unless this is somewhere else in Europe.
Someone should be shot for this.
This is the Jags, dude. Goodell is trying to make them the European Jags, the London Jags.
They're going to be in the Premier League.
Yeah, exactly.
Dano's going to be wearing.
Yeah, this is at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, he's going to be wearing a Trevor Lawrence Liverpool jersey.
All right, so we'll say the Jags split the games in London and are 3-3.
3-3. That makes sense. Gosh, that might be my favorite bet of the year. Week 8. They lose to Philadelphia overseas, but now they're 2 weeks overseas. The Texans roll in and they fuck them.
Yeah, that's week 6.
That's my lock of the year.
Week 6. Yeah, we could put that in now.
Week 8, Jags money line over the Texans in fucking Chelsea.
All right, so tough start for the Jags. This is why the season win total is as low as it is, obviously. They go to the bye 3-3. Week 7, they come out week 8, home against the Colts, win.
Yeah.
So we're 4-3.
I love that. This is a great sweat. It's a great schedule. Mm-hmm. This is exactly where you want to be. We're right in the foxhole right now with the fucking Jags.
Yep. At Baltimore.
Liam Cullen, move over. I'm trying to get some sleep. Week 9.
When do you get that mask on?
Yeah. I can't see. I can't
at Baltimore see. Thursday night. Prime Video.
Ooh, I could see this being an awesome, sneaky game Thursday night.
44-41.
Yeah. Lamar just ran 2 in. Trevor Lawrence scored the first touchdown. Well, fucking Parker Washington has 120.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah, Parker Washington.
A couple weeks last year. He won me some games.
Yeah. We'll give it a loss for the sake of this schedule. So, hey, we're going to have to be a second-half team.
Yep.
But can we get the 9 wins? Right now we're at 4.
Yeah, it's a tough schedule.
So we're 4-4 through 9 weeks?
Yeah.
All right.
Now we got the Titans on the road. Are we going to go 2-0 against the Titans, or are we going to split? Split. So it's a loss.
4-5.
At Giants, the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
I'd like to give the Jags a win here.
Okay, let's give them a win. I like that. I feel like we've been pretty fair, and we deserve to give them kind of a 50-50 win.
Yeah. Everyone just calm down and Duval.
Put it down.
Yep.
Week 12, Titans split,
W.
so we give them a win.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Sunshine, rainbows.
So we're at 6 wins, and we have...
I like this schedule coming down the stretch.
Left. At Bears.
Loss.
Fuck. I was going to give them a win.
It's Soldier Field. It's late. It's week 13. It's cold.
Can't wait to go to war with Bears fans for the next 6 months.
I know. I'm afraid for you.
Good.
It's going to be a tall task, but I'm going to be there for you.
I mean, yeah, Vegas thinks they're going to win 8.5 games.
Same with the Jags, and you think the Jags are going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
All right,
Here we go. So we give them I feel like splitting those 2 games is fair. We give them a win against the Steelers.
Yep. Win. Steelers, week 14.
So how many are we at now? 2, 4, 6, 7 wins. So we need 2 more out of the last 4 weeks.
I love this. Texans, loss.
Yep.
Week 16.
Yep.
Week 15,
yep.
Loss, Texans. Week 16 in Jerry's world is going to be a massive win.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's going to rotate into their back-to-back W's in the NFC East
at home. A playoff berth.
Yep. So would that be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wins right there?
You get it against the Commanders. And even if you don't, I mean,
got
week
the Colts.
18 against the Colts might be eliminated by this point. The Jags could be fighting for their lives. I know we like to give them a division split.
I'm going to tell you right now, give me season sweep Jags over Colts.
I like it. So we get to 10 wins, and we gave them some losses. Like
at that point of the year, last year, the Colts had fucking Roger Staubach at quarterback.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, who the fuck knows? Week 18 is going to happen for the Colts.
So that's 10 wins. And look, the losses, like the Broncos, their quarterback situation. The Titans, they lose to. The Bengals, like they could win these games. The Eagles at a neutral field, that's going to be like a pick 'em.
I like a split, though, in overseas. Split makes sense.
Yeah. But like we gave them a loss to the Bears, we gave them a loss to the Titans, we gave them a loss to the Bengals, Eagles. Like I feel good about this number.
I feel great. Mm-hmm. They could definitely march into Mile High week 2. Last year, that week 2 magic for Cam Ward going into Denver, where he put on a hell of a show. That was week 2 last year of an AFC South team. If there's a time to go into Mile High early in the season, it's not week 1, but week 2. Week 2 might be the sketchiest of the season because week 1, there's so much buzz. Mm-hmm. There's so much energy. There's so much emotion for that home team. Mm-hmm. But then you go into a week 2, that's when you can steal something, you know?
I agree.
So,
all right,
you're coming off that emotion.
We like the Jags on the over. 8.5, 9 feels very, very gettable. 10 even feels gettable. I mean, they won 13 last year. This feels like people are going to think it's a trap, but I like it.
And usually we would be those guys thinking it's a trap, but, not today, huh?
All right, let's get to the Titans, another sexy team. I mean, for a guy that's as absorbed in the card world as you, this all I hear about is these rookies.
Yeah. I do like Cam Ward, though. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you why now. I'm excited. But it's not just because I'm invested into the man, but just overall. You come in, rookie year, last year, leadership, coaching, dog shit. Now you got a guy like fucking
Saleh.
Yeah, Saleh coming in. Mm-hmm. And then Cam Ward, last year. Throws for 15 touchdowns, throws for 3,100 yards.
And Dable.
And look.
Brian Dable.
Brian Dable coming in. Yeah. And look at his receiving room. Look at his leaders in the receiving room. Okonkwo led the team with 560. Mm-hmm. Like, are you fucking shitting me? Anomaro, 515. The other kid, DK, with 423. And then Gunnar Helm, the young rookie star tight end with 357.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, those are his leaders in the clubhouse of his targets to throw to.
Yeah.
The most touchdowns on the team, 4 receiving touchdowns. I mean, dude, this was a fucking joke. And now you look at this first-round draft pick, Mr. Tate out of Ohio State. You got Wan'Dale Robinson, who we're going to get into. And you got Calvin Ridley, who, I don't really necessarily care about. I love Gunnar Helm's second year, but also Wan'Dale Robinson and Mr. Tate taking over the wide receiver 1 and 2. I absolutely love. Calvin Ridley can just stand back and place bets. We don't need him. I absolutely love this situation for Cam Ward, and I think it's going to shock a lot of people, this jump from year 1 to year 2. The leadership and the management with Dayball and Saleh coming in, then the improvements. Clearly, they believe in this kid. Mm-hmm. Obviously, this is their franchise guy, and they're doing their best to build around him. Who knows if fucking Cardinal Tate can't be the next guy?
Yeah, no, you're talking me into it.
If you're going out and spending your first overall pick, your first-round pick on a wide receiver out of the Ohio State University, who we've seen, if there's a university that you can get a wide receiver out of outside of LSU, it's Ohio State. And Wan'Dale Robinson is known as being one of the premier veteran route runners in the National Football League. If you look over the span of the last 3 or 4 years, the leaders in receptions in the National Football League, a fucking fun fact, Wan'Dale Robinson might pop up on that list.
Yeah.
Cam Ward, I feel like he's a very special talent. He's led us multiple times to the promised land when he had his 5th year at Miami, when he just absolutely went for glory. He had some unbelievable games early on in that last season at Miami, and now as a rookie, I feel like he showed some absolute sparks and a ceiling that is unlike any other ceiling in the NFL.
Yeah, he's a freak.
He has that Patrick Mahomes type in him where he can do things that other quarterbacks just simply cannot, and he's a freak. And so he's a playmaker. I absolutely love him, and I feel like we're getting a very good discount.
Yeah.
We're getting a very good bargain for these numbers and for these projections.
Yeah, I mean, he has, and especially a guy like this getting a year under his belt, new coaching. Ever since Vrabel left Tennessee, the coaching has just been a dumpster fire. They had Brian Callahan, who went 4-19, then they had Mike McCoy, who went 2-9.
Yeah.
Now you
like if this kid could throw 15 touchdowns to me, you, and our fucking Uber Eats driver, now you bring in a first-round draft pick and a guy like Wan'Dale Robinson, there's going to be a little bit more success.
Yep.
There has to be, or it's over, or he's a bust. Unfortunately,
Yep.
No, he's not. But there should be improvements, and I think there definitely will be in a year too.
And he's a must-watch either way. He's electric.
And that's one of the things that excites me.
Yeah,
keeps me up at night thinking about this kid in a year too.
No, and I love the coaching staff, Saleh, and then you get Dayball. It's like you have 2 head coaches.
Fucking electric.
No hair.
None. Anywhere too.
No,
they keep it. Their ass cheeks look like the fucking backside of the moon.
Yep.
Let's get to the record predictions.
Yeah.
What are they at? 6.5?
Yeah, we have. Yep, they're at 6.5. Let's see if we can get to
7. 6.5.
seven.
Wax ass. Here we go. Week 1 versus the Jets. Win.
Need it.
If
you have the over 6.5, you need this.
And if you don't win,
you're dead.
Sell
the ticket.
But I feel like it's gonna be awesome when they win. Mm-hmm. And it's at home. This is a new chapter.
If the Jets win this game, there is going to be a parade in Manhattan or East Rutherford or whatever.
There can't be. Geno Smith can't go down and ruin. Your time's done. You got to pass the torch.
This will be a sketchy one, dude. Talk about must-see TV.
All right. Week 2
against the Eagles at home.
At home. It's a loss.
Split the first 2. Maybe they lose to the Jetties and then they beat the Eagles. Week 3 at the Giants.
Holy battle of the cards.
Yeah. Sell them before the week or sell them after the week.
Yeah. Jackson Dart, Cam Ward. Mm-hmm. Hopefully everyone just has fun.
Yeah. Hopefully it's 66-65.
The greatest NFL game in history.
Dart scores a 2-point conversion to win it for his after his 8th touchdown.
Look, for the sake of this schedule prediction, I believe that we gave a Giants a win.
Loss, and then Ravens at Ravens loss. I mean, this is a tough start.
No, loss. Sorry, so Giants win.
Yeah. So win, loss.
I'm saying like the New York Giants win.
Yeah.
So it's a loss. Yeah.
All right, so
and then Ravens loss.
We're 1-3. Then we play Houston at home, and we're going to give them a split. This is going to be a massive win that's kind of going to get the train back on the tracks after dropping 3 in a row.
And I think 2 of 3 is reasonable because if they do go to the Meadowlands and they do win that game, then you can give them possibly a loss against the Texans at home.
Yep.
I think after 5 weeks, it is very fair to say that the Tennessee Titans will be 2-3.
Mm-hmm. And I think after 6 weeks,
I think at Colts could be an awesome game. Like, for some reason, there's something deep.
You are going to have the Colts winning 0 games.
Like, deep in my system. There's just something so deep in my system that
you're going to give them 2 wins against the Titans.
No. But this is a loss for the Titans, but I'm just saying there's something that is fucking screaming to me that the Colts under wins is just the way.
And then they beat the Browns. So
is a ticket to the promised land.
3-4.
And then they beat the Browns.
At Bengals.
Another battle of the cards. And then week 8 at Bengals, that's a loss.
All right, so we're 3-5 going into the bye.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
We're a second half team. You go into the bye. This is where things are going to get interesting.
Cam Ward's already got 13 touchdowns, though. So his overpassing touchdowns is already going to soar over.
Yeah.
Okay. Come out of the bye, you get the Jags at home.
Win.
Yeah, we gave him a win.
That's going to be the biggest win of the year.
Yeah, coming
because
off the
then
bye,
all of a sudden you're thinking wild card, you're thinking division,
playoffs.
you're thinking
The
playoffs.
cards are expensive.
4-5.
4-5.
Yep.
At Dallas.
We gave the Cowboys a win.
Yeah, so this is
but
a loss.
Anytime I think of Jerry's World, I think of the defense letting up 40. I think of every other player on the opposite and the opposing team going fucking ballistic. And I think of Jerry Jones just in piss.
Yeah.
But we'll give the Titans a loss. At Duval, loss.
Mm. So now
and then here's my other favorite team, the Commanders, who I give every team a win against.
Correct. We have not given anybody a Commanders loss.
And that's a win for the Titans.
All right, so now we have 5 wins, and we have 5 games left.
Dude, I love this, though.
And we need to find 2. I do.
It's a quarterback league.
Yeah.
And it's a head coaching league.
Yep.
And if you don't think Cam
Ward... It's an offensive coordinator league, too.
Yeah. And Brian Daboll and Saleh down there hitting the showers, just getting into it. Just 2 guys who love fucking ball. And bald, and then you got Cam Ward, a couple new guys. I feel like
you got a wide receiver.
You got to think you got to think that Ward and Tate are in that film room right now. Just like, gosh, we really have the world by the balls right now.
Yep.
And we're not just talking about
ball references.
Yeah, we're not just talking about Saleh's and Dayball's balls. Lions loss.
Okay. So now we have the Colts at home.
Colts split. That's a win.
That's a win. So now we have 6. And we got to win 1 of the last 3.
Which is great because I think they win the next 2 games, Loops.
At Raiders win. Home against the Steelers win.
The Steelers could be a loss. Just because it's Raj. What?
I don't know. Yeah, win-win. That seems tough. But either way, we're at 7.
Either way, we're getting to 7. I think to make it look a little sexy if we give Titans 8 wins. Remember, we're believers. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm. You know, I want to be.
And who knows? They can find a win at Dallas.
If I'm going into week 6, if I'm going into week 16 and I need a win against Fernando Mendoza to get to 7 wins and hit my team total, that's why we play the game.
And then
that's why we enjoy the things that we do.
So we have them 8-9.
That's
beautiful.
8-9.
And they beat the Steelers and the Raiders. Maybe they lose one of those. Maybe they beat the Cowboys. Maybe they beat the Eagles. Maybe they win both against the Colts.
Look, it's a young core. It's a hungry core. You know, young dogs run fast. And
all right. So to start the AFC South, we have the Jags and Titans both going over. Just get right to the Texans.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this Titans team. This last year's schedule, this year's schedule. Let's continue.
It's all on Cam Ward. You're making a bet on Cam Ward, which is fair.
Yeah, like I said, if
he sucks, you're not going to get there.
Yeah. And if he does, you're going to have a seat. Mm-hmm. And you're going to need probably to win 1 game in your final 3 weeks.
Yep.
Because you're going to be sitting at 6 wins.
Yep.
I mean, 7 wins is not a lot of wins.
No.
So.
All right, let's get to the Texans. Okay. Houston. Starting off.
I'm down to fly through this.
Yeah.
Because I truly don't see a future where I envision myself getting
Taking
in
either
bed.
side.
Yeah. So Bills week 1, I'll give a loss because it's a bounce back game for the Bills, and I think this is a different year. I don't think that they can just fucking continue to coast by this defense. I don't think the Houston Texans,
Yep.
can be the way that they want, like they once were.
Yep.
Like the National Football League isn't that generous.
Yep.
If you have a golden ticket with a golden opportunity with an unbelievable defense as they did, and lost that opportunity based off of the dog shit performance on the offensive side of the football and the quarterbacking behind C.J. Stroud, that doesn't, like lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yep.
Especially when you have a guy under center like fucking C.J. Stroud.
D'Amico Ryans knows how to get his teams to win games, though.
100%, but now Josh Allen and the big bad Buffalo Billies, like Josh Allen going to lose twice in Houston, or are they going to go back down there and be like, hey, let's make some fucking adjustments?
All right, then they beat the Bengals. They start 1-1. 2 tough games, both at home.
Yes.
Not going to start 0-2 at home.
Yes.
Week 3
unless
at home.
Unless it's a year from hell, but yeah, 1-1 makes sense. Indianapolis.
They going to sweep the Colts, or are you going to split? What are you laughing at?
Because I think they beat the Colts in Indianapolis, but like I'm literally going to have the Colts 0-17.
Yeah, I know. That will be an under.
Well, give them a win.
Yeah, we'll sweep the Colts.
don't
Home
give
against
that.
the Cowboys.
We'll give them a win.
Win. At Titans, we gave them a loss.
Give them a loss. 3-2 makes sense for the Texans through 5 weeks.
And then
if
they
they're
go
not-
into their hell spot in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's playing their second game of 2 in London.
Loss. All of a sudden, 3-3. Shit ain't sweet anymore, CJ. Home versus the Giants. That's where Dart gets the concussion.
We're thinking the same thing. I
And,
don't know if we talked about that before, but I was going to say the same thing.
Give us week
Dart
7.
tries to helicopter in the end zone from the 6 and just gets tabletop.
In a fucking tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Scatterboo tries to drag him out of the blue tent. Okay, so we're 3-3. Sorry, it's not funny.
No, it's not funny, but like it's not us. It's them.
Yeah.
Like it's their decision making.
Yes.
Like he is playing the way that
Yep.
we're trying to warn him.
Yep.
This is a war. Like just try to be a little bit more
Jackson,
safe.
if you're watching this.
Look both ways before crossing the street.
It's like Raj told Lamar the first time they played. They got to half field, and Raj just said, hey, slide.
Yeah, just
Be
slide.
afraid to slide.
Just slide.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna because he's still young. He's horny.
So the Texans win, and the Giants
Yep.
season ends in week 7. So we are 4-3 going into the bye. Come out with 2 road games at Chargers.
Yep. I like Harbaugh and Herbert for some reason.
Yeah, let's give them a loss
this year. I feel like they fought really hard last year, and now I feel like a couple injuries really fucked them, including their offensive line was just fucking diminished last year.
Yeah.
I have a lot of belief in both LA teams this year, which we haven't gotten
Mike
to yet.
McDaniel, too.
Mike McDaniel. I really like the Chargers and Rams. I truly think that like LA is going to be a fucking hotbed this year in the NFL.
Week 10 at Browns. It feels like a game they win 10-0.
Yeah, and that's fine too. And like it's not even going to be their fault that they won.
No.
It's going to be Shador Sanders just fucking handing it to them.
Then we beat the Colts on Thursday night. Season sweep. Ravens at home. I feel like that's a win. Lamar sees some ghost in Houston, and I feel like then they lose at Pittsburgh.
Like if it's in Baltimore, yeah, I like it, but like you can't fade these fuckers. It's going to be such a
And then
shiny.
they lose to Raj on Sunday night in Pittsburgh.
Love it.
Yeah.
Mark it down.
So they beat the Jags,
Win
beat
Baltimore.
their-
Loss Steelers.
Mm-hmm. So right now we're at 7 wins.
You needed 3 more.
And you need 3 more.
There's the Commanders. Here they come.
Give
Does
them a
every
win.
fucking team play the Commanders and Colts?
The Commanders are going to have 29 games.
I mean,
And they're going to be 2-27.
I told you there's 3 teams. I haven't even looked at the Viking schedule yet, but I know that I'm worried about them.
Kevin O'Connell's a good coach, though.
But I feel way more confident about the Commanders and the Colts.
Yep.
But my most confident is the Colts because I still believe in Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
But I don't believe in the tools that they've given him around. And plus, like, my thought process behind the Colts is like, we'll get to him, but like, you pay your wide receiver 1, Alec Pierce, $120 million. I feel like, and you go and get Sauce Gardner and that whole fucking debacle. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like they went all in and they had like an
nothing.
8 and a 7.
Yeah,
Not
and
two
they
games.
never won a game again.
Yeah.
They went into a bye 8-2 and never won again. They might never win again.
Yeah.
All right, Commanders, that is a win.
Our Commanders win.
At home, Jags win.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Christmas Eve at Eagles.
Loss.
Loss.
CJ Stroud is going to be so cold.
And then at Packers back-to-back.
He's going to be even colder. in
Monday
Lambeau.
night, January 4th, CJ Stroud is going to throw for 0 yards.
So here we go.
And they're kickers from Hawaii.
It all comes down. We're at 9 wins
Is that 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah.
to Week 18 versus Cam Ward and the boys at home.
Everybody in this division is going to be 8 and 9 or 9 and 8.
And it's a win.
Yeah, it's a win.
So, I mean, I feel like the Texans are going to go over 9.
If I was betting the Texans, I would bet the over.
Just because of the defense.
Yeah. Regular season, you end up playing a lot of quarterbacks that aren't on your schedule in the start of the year. You know, like you get some wins. They play the Browns. They play, the Colts aren't
You
going to be
get
that
to play
good.
the Colts twice.
You get to play the Commanders 3 times.
Yeah.
Twice in Washington, 1 at home.
And, yeah, you get to play the Cowboys at home.
Yeah.
The Ravens at home. Like, if that game's in Baltimore.
And maybe CJ Stroud finds a little something this year.
You know who thinks that?
Who?
My brother. Sometimes he just has such rogue takes, and for some reason he came to me and he was like, "I'm starting to feel C.J. Stroud this year."
Tell him to watch some tape from the playoff game last year.
Trust me, he knows, and that's why he likes it, because it's just like weird, off the wall. You know, maybe I don't know, but there you have it. And look, here comes C.J. Stroud. He's getting you 10 wins, huh?
He's going into middle school.
I thought that could not be. There is not a world where that was C.J. Stroud. And then he comes and he daps up the guy, and it is.
It's crazy.
I mean,
it's like I get it. I don't know. I don't know. This scares me.
He looks like he put on some LBs.
Maybe that's good.
That white T-shirt and him walking up almost like he's in Happy Feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks like he's walking to middle school.
It worries me a little bit.
Of course it
Like
does.
maybe he's already done his song.
You think anyone watched that and they're like, there's our guy. That's a dog right there.
Like,
Your brother, apparently. He watched that video and said, that is my guy.
That's his guy. I feel like in his mind he might be like, you know what? I did my song and dance. I've made $100 million and I'm chilling now.
Yeah.
I'm CJ Stroud and like I can just roll up.
I suck.
Yeah. Like they're having me
I have
back.
the best defense in the league and I suck.
Yeah. Like I can't believe someone would let me step under center after the last game I played.
Yeah. And then he has to go to Philadelphia on the 7th.
He's like, what could I possibly do to get fired? I gave the fucking other team in New England.
If the punter had
ball.
played quarterback, they would have won.
Yeah. I gave the other team the ball 4 times.
Yeah.
And
he throws it right to him.
And they are welcoming me back with open arms.
When he was throwing the ball in that game, and they, you can't tell where the ball's going the way they used to see it on TV, you had no idea who was going to be standing on the other side of that frame.
And you almost thought every time you released it,
Yeah.
the ball went out of frame, it was going to another
And then
player.
it would. And then the Patriots got to be there.
It really makes me sick because I had the Texans that game. So thinking back to myself in that moment
course
is
we did.
a really sad sight.
And it felt like one of those games when you saw the Texans D in the beginning, you're like, oh, we're on the right side of this.
Yeah.
They're going to roll.
Fucking unbelievable. I was so happy.
Yeah. And then very sad. I mean, I can't believe he's got to go to Philly on December 24th and then Green Bay on January 4th.
Yeah. It's not good.
You might want some of that hair back.
Yeah. So, he has time to grow it. We have up next
The Colts.
Indianapolis Colts. I've yet to look at this schedule because I wanted to do it raw reaction right now. Over under. How many games, Luke?
7.5.
7.5 for the Indianapolis Colts, who went on a glory ride like none other. 8-2 start through 10 weeks, head into the bye, and never win a game
7-1.
again. They lost 7 straight to end the year, Loops.
They started the year scoring 33, 29, 41. Then they lose to the Rams, 40, 31, 38, 38.
Daniel Jones was the best show on turf.
Yeah.
And so is Jonathan Taylor.
I did win my fantasy league last year, and I had Jonathan Taylor, so I do very much appreciate his work.
And what are the odds that Jonathan Taylor has that year again? And what are the odds you get Daniel Jones that year again?
0.
You lose Michael Pittman Jr. Your main go-to guy now is Alec Pierce, apparently. $120 million. And luckily, you got Tyler Warren.
Luckily, they got the Commanders week 4.
Which is a miracle. And luckily, they had the Commanders week 4.
I mean, this looks like loss. Am I wrong?
This is 0-3 to start the year, Loops.
And then it's 1-3.
Well, 0-3 to start.
Yeah.
Loss versus the Baltimore Ravens on opening day. Loss in Kansas City where
Sunday
Daniel
night.
Jones is so scared. And week 3 against the Texans is a loss. Mm-hmm. And then guess what?
Everyone's on the hot seat. Things are bad in Indianapolis.
Yep, as they should be.
And then they get to play the Commanders
Because
for the first time.
they've lost 10 straight games at this point, Loops. It's not good.
No.
And I just feel like it is going to be so hard to fulfill the shoes that they were once in. Mm-hmm. And I understand they lose their final 7 games. If you're on the other side of this screen, you're a Colts fan, you're saying, well, Daniel Jones got hurt. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't just the quarterback and the offensive side of the football. Hell, I think Phillip Rivers came in and did a great job.
Feel the thrill was unbelievable.
It was the defensive side of the football that was the massive letdown.
What was it? It was Monday night against the Niners, remember?
Brock Purdy looked like Joe Montana.
And so did Phillip Rivers.
Correct.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And they still couldn't win.
No.
And I just have a feeling that what are the chances that you get that form of Daniel Jones again? It is almost, what I would like to compare it to is when you have a rookie quarterback come in and he shocks the world because they don't have tape. That's what it kind of felt where Daniel Jones was entering a new system with such a great head coach with Shane Steichen. And now you take a whole summer where teams are now adjusting to the Daniel Jones effect and the Daniel Jones experience.
You got a guy that comes up from AAA and he hits 360 for the first month.
Yeah.
And then you start realizing you can't hit a slider.
Yep.
And then what do?
They adjust. They start throwing sliders. And that's exactly what Daniel Jones is.
Yep.
And that's what this Indianapolis team is.
Yep.
I feel like the Sauce Gardner move was fucking terrible. And now you got Alec Pierce. I'll say it one more time. $120 million.
Josh Downs, Ashton Doolin. That's their first 3. Tyler Warren, a tight end, though, who we do like.
Yeah. So let's give them a win versus the Commanders at home. Hang the banner.
Yep.
Then they go to play Raj week 5.
In Pittsburgh.
Where all dreams go to die in Steel City.
Starting to get cold already.
Yep. Give us a loss versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Yep. Home against the Titans, week 6.
We will give them a win.
We'll give them a win, so we're 2-4.
And then in Minnesota, we have to give them a loss.
Probably a loss, yeah.
I mean, it's not easy to play in Minnesota.
No, we're going to have the Colts at 2-15. At Jacksonville.
Loss.
Home against Dallas. Inside. Dallas is comfy inside.
They are so cozy.
I feel like we gave Dallas a win in this game.
We did.
Give us a loss.
Give us a loss for the Colts.
Yep. So we are 2-7. God, another late bye. These are tough. Home against the Dolphins. Just in time. We give them a win.
Just in time.
Just in time to right the ship.
Time.
Maybe now they're thinking we win out and shock the world.
Who knows who's playing quarterback next? Maybe maybe they get Ryan Tannehill.
Yep.
Maybe Alex Smith.
Yeah, maybe Anthony Richardson starts to play again.
That would be fucking electric.
Yeah.
That would be cinema. That would change my feelings.
A couple Richardson cards.
Dude, you get those for free nowadays.
They don't even let him sign them.
Dude, Anthony Richardson, you want to talk about a guy who could ignite this entire organization.
I think I checked out of a game by himself because he was tired from fourth down. He said, "Nah, I'm good."
I feel like it's been such heartbreak for the Colts the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Because it's not just heartbreak of them sucking. Mm-hmm. It's the heartbreak of they give the hope and the belief.
Yep.
Where it's like, oh my gosh, we can make the playoffs. Remember 2 seasons ago where they go forward on fourth down and it was the check down pass. I think it was to Naheem Hines or something. And he just came up short and they missed the playoffs by a game. And then last year they start 8-2.
MVP,
then they finish,
Super Bowl.
They finish 8-9.
Oh boy. Yep.
And then now here we are again. Now it's you can only go so many seasons living on a prayer before it catches up with you. And that's this year. Texans in Houston loss. At home versus the Giants, sketchy, but we'll give them a win.
Yeah, Jameis Winston's playing right now.
Yeah, because they already played in Houston. then you go into the bye
with 4 wins, and you need 4, so you need to win 4 of your last 5 to hit the over, and you go to Philadelphia, which is a loss, and then you go to Tennessee, which is a loss, and the win total is already done. We got to take the Colts under.
We have to. Loops, am I crazy to think this?
No, then home against the Bengals. One of those two is a loss. Home against the Bengals or at Cleveland.
Well, oh gosh, it's so gross. It's so fucking gross. We'll give the Bengals a loss, and we'll give them a win in Cleveland, I guess.
So wait, loss.
The last place you want to go in Week 17.
So the Colts lose to the Bengals at home, or they beat the Bengals at home.
I said the Bengals win.
So loss, yeah.
I feel like the Bengals could have a little bit of juice this year.
And then they beat the Browns on the road, and then they lose to the Jags. Did we have the Jags beating them twice? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, last game of the year, they're already dead.
Jags season sweep. It doesn't matter.
We have them way under.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins for the Colts.
That's not a lot.
And they would need 3 additional wins on this. Give them 2 extra wins.
Yeah, and we still go under.
They beat Minnesota, sure. I'm trying to see who else.
Maybe win 1 against the Texans.
They win 1 against the Texans. You're at 7.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough sledding.
It's tough sledding. The Colts are going under.
I mean, yeah, when you take a look at the depth chart, too, it's like Daniel Jones-Taylor, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, Ashton Doolin, Tyler Warren.
And I'm telling you, we're not going to get the same Daniel Jones as we once did. That only comes once.
Blake Grupe, he stinks, too.
Yeah. I just feel like it was lightning in a bottle for DJ, and that just does not happen again.
All right, so we went over Texans here barely. We like the Jags over. We like the Colts under, and we like the Titans over.
Gun to head Texans over. Jags, we love the over. Just as much we love the Colts under, and then we're going to go Titans over. In order of the division, I think Jags win the division, Texans second, Titans third, Colts fourth.
Yep. I like it. I like this division.
I like it a lot.
It's fun to watch.
In years past, this is the worst division in football.
Yeah.
It might still be, but there's a little bit more juice now.
Yep.
Which I enjoy.
Yep.
Which I can appreciate. Sometimes you got to take a step back and reflect on that. And I think that, this division in the past has been horrible. It still is, but I think it might be beating out its competitor, the NFC South.
Yep.
I'm a little bit more excited about the AFC South than the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I mean, I love the Saints and Shuck.
Yep.
But
all right, let's talk about some props. We talked about Cam Ward. Let's get into Trevor Lawrence. I mean, this guy had a pretty unbelievable year last year.
Yeah.
First year with Liam Cohen, he throws for 4,000 yards. He rushes for 350. He throws 29 touchdowns and runs for 9.
The 9 touchdowns was one of the sneakier props in all of football last year.
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence, if I looked at you right now and said, how many touchdowns did Trevor Lawrence rush for last year, I bet you would say a number under 9.
Yeah, so he has 38 total touchdowns, 26 on pass. I mean, I like all his overs. If he's healthy in this game now, Liam Cohen's got a second year in this offense.
Yeah.
They they go for it on 4th down. It's a high-octane offense.
Parker Washington.
And he always has the ball, dude. I remember playing him in fantasy football, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because it's always him.
Yep. Brian Thomas Jr., hopefully he can stay healthy and be healthy this season.
He ran for 2 against the Chiefs. He ran for 2 against the Colts. He ran for 2 against the Raiders in that overtime win. I just feel like I have a lot of faith in Liam Cohen to win games, and
I feel like the players love Cohen too.
Yeah,
and I feel like
you saw him at the Super Bowl party, and everybody wanted a piece of him.
Yeah,
and he just wanted to talk ball.
Yeah, he was absolutely having a field day up in San Francisco.
Yep.
I have a couple of questions about the backfield in Jacksonville. Mr. Tootin, a young gun, 23-year-old, I believe, out of Virginia Tech. Is it?
That sounds right.
Yeah, he's. They get rid of Tank Bigsby. They get rid of ETN.
Tootin's a guy you stare at on the fantasy waiver wire.
Like the
you're
seventh
is this guy
round.
going to give me something good or no? Probably not.
No, but now it's really it's Tootin or nothing.
Yep. But
And
even better for
I'm not talking, the kind of Tootin where you got to grab the toilet paper.
But even better for a guy for taking Trevor Lawrence stuff. No running back. Nobody to worry about.
But I do want to mention I loved the acquisition of Jacoby Myers.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a fucking dog. Mm-hmm. And I think this 3-headed monster, this wide receiver room, is one of the more slept on in all of the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, you got Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, and then Brian Thomas Jr. sprinkled on top. I feel like that's a pretty deadly core.
Yep.
And Brighton Strange. I mean, a strange Tootin.
Athlete, dude.
Strange Tootin. How about that?
Shut the fuck up. I like Trevor Lawrence, dude. I'm taking him for MVP, too. Give me a sprinkle at plus 2,500 odds. I think that, like, I just love this offense. He's always running the ball. He's always got him in creative formations. Go for it, go for it, go for it.
I feel like we're going to nail a player award future this year. We need to, calm the horses and maybe make it a 3 or 4-legger instead of a 6. Do every award. But I feel like we were all over it the last couple seasons.
Yep.
And I feel like we're going to nail an MVP this year that isn't, absolute run the football of Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, or fucking Joe Burrow. I think it's going to be someone like a newcomer, a new face, such as Trevor Lawrence, such as a Jordan Love. I don't want to say, there's a couple other candidates, but,
Trevor Lawrence 5th last year in MVP.
Trevor Lawrence is going to be right there.
There's no reason to think with his second year with the new coach that he shouldn't shoot up that list.
Yeah.
Plus 2,500 seems like great odds for an offense that was as good as they were last year.
And if not, they're going to get a little bit better.
Yep.
Loops, what else we got?
Cam Ward, you like his passing touchdowns?
I love this.
What is it set at 19, 18.5, 19.5 at BetMGM?
It's set at 18.5.
Yeah.
And if Cam Ward can't throw 19 touchdowns, I don't know who can.
Threw 15 last year, and it seemed like that is literally as low as he could ever go.
The low as he could ever go. That was with no coach. That was with no wide receivers.
Yep.
And now all he has to do is throw 4
and
more.
And a change in coach. Yeah, this guy was given such a bad hand.
I love Tate, and that's gonna rotate me into one of my favorite props, one of my favorite futures of the season. I want to get in bed with Wan'Dale Robinson. Not legitimately, but I want to bet on his over for his receiving prop.
I like it. This guy, another guy in fantasy who I just always stare at. And, he's good in the PPR league because he caught 93 catches the last 2 years.
And look, last year was his first 1,000-yard season.
Yeah.
I feel like don't be shocked when he kind of takes the leadership role of a young first-rounder. Don't get me wrong. Mr. Tate could be as talented as they come, but I feel like, Wan'Dale is going to kind of take the veteran leadership role here. I feel like he's going to be the leader in the clubhouse. Back-to-back years with 90-plus receptions.
And every year he's gotten better.
Just fucking insane. Every year he's gotten better. He's 25 years old. The fact that he's been in the league now, this is his 5th season. I love Mr. Robinson. He's a safety blanket. He is an electric factor.
He had some monster games, if I remember right.
He does not drop the ball. He worked with our young quarterback last year with Jackson Dart, and he was able to get 1,000 yards receiving. And I think Cam Ward might be a better passer than Mr. Dart, can put up a couple bigger numbers in the passing yards category than Jackson Dart. This guy is not unfamiliar with not only working with a young quarterback, but with also Mr. Dayball.
Yep.
I fucking love this prop. It's undervalued. It's underestimated. I will fucking die on the hill. Give me the over 699 yards for Wan'Dale Robinson. Where else are you going to find that, Grandpa?
He had over 400 yards in 3 games last year. He had 142 against the Cowboys, 156 against the Lions, and 113 against the Raiders.
And that wasn't with fucking Josh Allen.
No.
That wasn't with Justin Herbert. That wasn't with Mahomes. That was with a rookie quarterback. And now this is a second-year guy in the same shoes, in the same position, with a familiar face at the offensive coordinator with Brian Daboll.
Yeah, he did it with both guys. Like Jameis, he had a huge game with him. He had a lot of big games with Dart. I like
He's
it.
reliable.
I like it, yeah.
He's reliable.
Good route runner, good hands. I like it.
I've seen, there's so many things where it's like, who are the best route runners in the league? And it's like, well, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and it's just like Wan'Dale Robinson. It's like, what?
Yep.
So, there you have it.
All right, hell yeah. I feel good about that. I feel like we smoked it to the filter.
Yeah, I love it. I love his, but I want to talk one more time about Tyler Warren.
Okay.
Tyler Warren was a gentleman that I came and I talked to you, and we posted a video in August of last season, exactly 12 months ago, and I said, Loops, this man's over-under set up 575. I want to shake the hand of the man who created that line for this prop. Tyler Warren. He is now sitting at how many yards, Loop?
I believe it's 774.
774. And I want to tell you right now, tight ends who went over that number last year. Trey McBride with 1239. we had Mr. Kyle Pitts with 928. If Pittsy can do it, Warren can do it in his second year. Jawan Johnson with 889. Good old washed up Travis Kelce with 851. Tyler Warren with 817. Dalton Schultz with 777. And Hunter Henry with 768.
Especially when they're going to be losing as much as we think they are.
I just named a good amount of tight ends who I even believe Tyler Warren is better than, and I even gave the name of Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren is better than that tight end because now he has a second year, 1 year under the belt. He came in last year raw. The last second half of the season after the bye in week 12, whatever it was, week 11, he had Phillip Rivers as a quarterback. I feel like this guy gets this number once again. You're flirting with it around the 12, 13, 14 week mark. This is smooth sailing. This guy is not injury prone. This guy leads you to the promised land. This guy, from his days at Penn State, is a safety option, a reliable option. This guy is now Michael Pittman, leaves town. Tyler Warren is not where you want to be. It's exactly where you need to be.
I love it. Yeah, and it just feels like a tight end, too. Like, if your team's good or if your team's dog shit, they always eat. Like, they could be down 21-3, and he could have 11 catches, and they could be in a tie game, and he could have 11 catches. Like, this guy's a dog. And a lot of the times, these tight ends take a step up in the second year.
And I was starting to think, we're kind of in the golden era right now of tight ends, because there was a couple years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, back when even I was in college, that you were looking in the waiver wire every week for a tight end. Fantasy football, tight ends were non-existent outside of two guys at the top of the list. Now, you got guys from sea to shining sea. You got Trey McBride. You got Brock Bowers. Then you trickle down. You have Tyler Warrens. Now you have Colston Loveland. You have so many guys now coming up the ranks where it once felt like it was Gronk or Kelsey or bust.
Yeah. Now there's a lot of big athletic freaks that are playing tight end now.
Even like, I feel like Fannin could be a big guy coming up this year. We saw at the end of last year, Darren Waller.
Tucker Kraft.
Come out of nowhere. Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole fucking tight end room for the L.A. Rams.
The Bears.
Ferguson and all those guys over there in L.A. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of very slept-on individuals when it comes to tight end, and the tight end game is it's growing. And we're really entering a stage where tight ends are eating again, which is very exciting to see.
Quarterback's best friend.
Quarterback's best friend.
All right. That's the AFC South, dude.
Is that it?
Exhausted. I feel like we smoked it the future. Yeah, that's it.
So our NFL futures for the AFC South. Jags over 8.5 wins. Wan'Dale Robinson over 6'9", 9.5. Cam Ward over 19.5 passing touchdowns. So we're going to need to get to 20. That's fine. Give me over fucking 23.5, you rat pig. Easy. Tyler Warren over 774.5, 774.5.
A little sprinkle.
And then a little sprinkle.
On T-Law.
On T-Law MVP. And Loops, you also like a little sprinkle on a future of the Jags to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, why not?
If they can make it there, you can get a seat at the table. If you can make it anywhere. All you got to do, the beauty about the NFL is, I feel like if you get a future and then you're 4 wins away once you get into the playoffs, it feels really good when you're in a wild card round
and you win
or
one.
You're in a divisional round and you have a future for a ticket for a team in the playoffs for a seat.
Yeah, let me pull up BetMGM. I mean, the Super Bowl, it just
pull up MGM.
Like there is how many teams with better Super Bowl odds than them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 16 teams with better Super Bowl odds than the Jags. And this is a team with one of the best coaches in football.
Vegas truly does not believe in the Jags.
They won 13 games last year. They're only going to get better. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 teams in the AFC with better odds to win the AFC than them.
That makes sense. You got Bills,
Bengals, Broncos, Texans, Patriots,
Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers shouldn't have better.
They've never won a playoff game.
Correct. They've never won a playoff game.
I got to see that first.
Now they're going to win a Super Bowl? Blow me. All right. Well, we did every schedule. We did all the props we love. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Do we know what division we have next?
NFC South.
The NFC South. We're going to stay in the South. We appreciate you. We thank you. And as always, we'll see you on the other side.